This is Aidan Lamont from SHC TV. Today I'm very lucky to be joined here in Newcastle by one half of your main event, Harlem Eubank. Harlem, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling great today, thanks man.
It's good to hear, it's good to hear. So one of the main talking points about this fight is that you'll be moving up to welterweight for this. How did that sort of come about?
Building on, the last fight, obviously it's been 12 months since my last fight and I've been at 140 for a long time and my body was growing. I found it difficult to make the weight last time out. And this time, it's 12 months later, my body's grown, I've developed, been in the gym, working hard, and it's a natural progression for me to move to welterweight now.
Definitely. So obviously, if we cast the mind back 12 months ago now, you took on Timo Schwarzkopf. You stopped him quite later on in the fight for the WBO Global, am I right in saying? How did you evaluate your performance on the night?
I think it was great. I showed people a little bit of everything that I can do in the ring that night. I dropped him in the third and continued to outbox him and caught him in the 11th round. And it's a guy that's never been stopped before previously, going up against world-class competition. So I think it was a big statement win, and I've built on that, and I'm a better fighter since then. And now I can go out there and show that.
Obviously, with a win like that, you'd want to keep on, you want to kick on, get more fights, but you've had to wait on the sidelines for the last 12 months. How does it feel to be back?
Beautiful. It's been a tough year, a very frustrating year, and now we're back. We're through the other side, and I'm looking forward to some great nights ahead, starting this Friday night.
Definitely. So obviously, like 2 minutes ago there, you just went on the stage with Newcastle again. How much do you sort of know about him? Obviously, former French welterweight champion, I think two-time French welterweight champion, but apart from that, how much do you know about him?
I know that he comes to fight. I know he's a solid operator, got a very good record, and he's never been stopped. Former French champion, first fight at welterweight. He's coming in there to give it his all. These are the type of guys that come in there and give it 150%, and I know that's what he'll be bringing on fight night.
100%. So then obviously, if you were to get the win on Friday night, where do you think you want to go from there, and how active would you like to be ideally? Because obviously, with the year that you've had, you probably want to kick on, get as many fights as possible. Ideally, how active would you say you'd like to be next year?
I need to be very active. I've got a lot of lost time to catch up on, and but I'm not looking past this Friday. Full focus on Friday night, but I want a busy year next year, so I'm ready to get cracking.
Are there any names out there you potentially want to call out, or not really?
I want all of them. We've tried calling the names before, and the fights haven't materialised. So I'm focused on my journey and fights that put me in contention for world titles.
One name, obviously, I think I remember hearing your name linked with was Benn. He's obviously taking on your cousin. It's looking likely to be sometime next year. What do you sort of make of that whole fight?
It's a fantasy fight. It's completely different weight classes, different experience level, and Chris is a completely different animal to Conor. It's a fantasy fight, and it's the real fight is at 147. If he gets in there with Chris, Chris will destroy him. So the real fight's at 147.
Do you think Conor would potentially be a fight that you maybe look at down the line?
I think we've been looking at it as it stands. I don't think he wants that fight, so we continue moving towards world title opportunities.
Obviously, moving up to 147, there was a lot of fights at 140 that you could have potentially taken. Adam Azim, Dalton Smith. Do you think if the right opportunity came up, you maybe go back down to 140 or?
100%. These big fights can be made. These fights are the fights that we want, the fights that excite the fans, and they're the fights that we get excited to prepare for, and it's no secret that I'm open to them fights, and I've been calling for them for a long time.
Definitely. And then last one for me, have you got anything you want to promote, anything you want to say to your fans that will maybe be making the journey? Floor is yours.
Hey, thanks to everyone that's coming out Friday night, everyone tuning in live on Channel 5. I think main event around 10 p.m. So tune in, follow the journey, Harlem Eubank on all social platforms, and tune in.
Definitely. Harlem, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.